Today I thought I'd share with you some basic tips for arranging silk flowers. Welcome to BrainSTORM. A first step in making a beautiful silk arrangement is to start with good quality, realistic flowers and stems. Sometimes I get my flowers from the wholesale stores, and sometimes I get them on sale from Hobby Lobby. Another resource for realistic flowers and potted plants is nearlynatural.com. You can also find their brand on Amazon. Let me show you what I picked up. I'll use these rectangle wood plaques as a base for one of the holders. It says $3.49, but I only paid half price. I will attach these hoops to the rectangle plaques. Now these are made from sturdy particle board and can be used as complete wreaths or partial arrangements. I found these thin round pieces of wood for the top and bottom. It doesn't matter that it has that baseball print etched into it because it will be painted and covered by the arrangement. Finally, I got these wooden dowels. They come in various lengths and thickness. I wanted something to use as a tall centerpiece that wouldn't be in the way of people talking across the table. Silk flowers and their vases and holders can be pretty expensive, but I can disassemble, rearrange, and use them over and over in different combinations for different events, so that makes it practical for me. A money-saving tip is to look for inspiration on sites like YouTube and Pinterest, then go to craft stores like Hobby Lobby and Michael's to find items to duplicate the look and make it yourself. I showed you the prices, which weren't that much to begin with, but when you buy them on sale, you can make it on a dime. This will really stretch your budget when you have to make several arrangements, like for a wedding or other special event. To save even more money, you can mix in a few silks from Dollar Tree as fillers. You may have noticed I'm using a couple of different kinds of glues to assemble this. The E6000 was not working, so I switched over to the Gorilla Wood Glue. I also used hot glue for a quick hold while the wood glue dries. I'm not using any power tools because the materials are thin and delicate, and I don't want to strip or damage the wood. So next you'll see that I'm using wood screws to make it even sturdier. I'll be using these pieces indoors and outdoors for my luxury picnics, so I need them to be durable enough for transporting. Now these pieces are ready for paint. I'm using Rust-Oleum metallic silver, but you know me, the next time you see them, they could be a totally different color. Now we're ready to arrange the silks. I started with a block of dry Oasis, which I didn't even take it out of its plastic wrapper, nor did I attach it permanently to the stand. Now in full disclosure, I am not a professional florist, but as an event stylist, I have to know a little bit about every aspect of my field in case I have to do a whole project by myself. Sometimes I get calls just for isolated decorations like just florals or just backdrops. But in any case, I'm always practicing, trying to improve my skills. You know, trends come and go over the years, and I also have to stay current with the demand of what people like. Which brings me to the next tip. Since these arrangements will be on tall stands, I knew I wanted some of the stems to dangle and hang over the sides. Most every arrangement should have a thriller, a filler, and a spiller. Let me explain each part. The thriller is your main focus flower, or your largest and most colorful, or even the most expensive flower. The filler is any flower or greenery stem that is not quite as exciting, but it fills in the spaces to add fullness, texture, and interest. And finally, the spiller are the leaves, the vines, or the greenery that spill over the sides of the arrangement or spills out of your flower pot. This gives the arrangement a more organic feel. Here it is again in case you wanted to write this tip down. Thriller, filler, spiller. Another reason I prefer to work with silks instead of fresh is I can bend and manipulate the silks without damaging them. I like to pull the leaves all the way up close to the flower to make the arrangement look fuller. I try not to cut the stems because I know I'm going to want to reuse these again in a different way. You can see too that I'm trying to make identical arrangements, so I'll do something to one and then I'll do it to the other, instead of finishing one whole arrangement completely and then trying to match it. By not attaching the oasis, I can carry the arrangement on its own in a plastic bag or in a box, and the stand can be transported laying down on its side. All of these things can be done well in advance of the event. The flowers won't die, and they won't have to be watered either. That takes away a lot of stress. There's really no right or wrong way to arrange silk flowers because it's an art. The way that it looks is totally up to you. Sometimes you may want less, sometimes you may want more. Sometimes less is more. I'd like to show you one more arrangement, but this time in a very large vase. This was an arrangement I made a few years ago that I'm disassembling and reassembling to make it look better. It had been moved around quite a bit and it needed to be refreshed. It was starting to look a little sad. I bought a few more flowers to add to it to make it more fuller. This vase is extra large and it's hollow. So instead of trying to fill it with flowers, I'm packing the inside of it with oasis to give it a snug fit. This arrangement will be designed to be against a wall on location. So I'm going to make this a three-sided arrangement. My next tip is to make the shape of the arrangement into a triangle. The tallest parts will be towards the center, so I'll use sticks and stems to add height and drama. I'm trying to arrange the colors in odd numbers to evenly distribute the colors on all three sides. If something doesn't look right, pull it out and place it somewhere else. Keep working with it until it feels right to you. But a word of caution, try not to make it so perfect that it actually looks fake. Remember, these are flowers, and in nature, flowers are very organic. From time to time, take a step back and view it from the vantage point of the audience. If you see large gaps or spaces, fill them in. Use a nice variety of stems and flowers with different textures and colors for visual interest. There, I like it much better now. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I hope this was helpful, and I hope you'll try these tips to see how they work for you. In this case, practice shouldn't make perfect. It should just make pretty. Come back and see me again. I post videos on interior decorating and event planning. I'm Steph Storm, and you'll see me next time.